What's up, guys? It's Arosa. I'm doing my UFC Fight Night Brunson vs. Till predictions and bets. Takes place next Saturday, September 4th, 2021. Early start time, 1 p.m. Also known as UFC Vegas 36. So I'm probably going to be busy next weekend, so I'm not going to be able to make it Saturday. Plus my videos get more views if I come out with it earlier. So Jack Shore against Ludovic. Jourdain's taking the fight on a week's notice, man. I think Jack Shore's had a couple opponents pull off. First I had Nurmagomedov, and then Xavier Lakshashvili just pulled out. Good fight though, man. I love watching these high action bantamweights go to work. Ludovic, Ukrainian, 4-fight win streak. Yeah, he's probably gonna bring it, man. He's gonna be hungry. He's had wins in LFA. Hasn't fought since 2019, so that's a huge red flag. Going up against Jack Shore, and Jack Shore, man, undefeated in the UFC so far. Beat Hunter Azure, which is a good win, and Aaron Phillips, both good wins. Well, 3-0 in the UFC. He beat Nolan Hernandez. So, and I think he's gonna put on another statement performance today or Saturday. I think he gets a decision win here. So, prediction by Jack Shore. Looking forward to seeing what this guy can do in the bantamweight division. He is currently the 27th ranked bantamweight on Tapology, and I think he deserves it. But I'm also looking forward to see what Ludovic can do in his UFC tenure as well. But my pick will be Jack Shore by decision. Another late notice fight, Jourdain against Julian Erosa. 150-pound catchweight fight. Jourdain coming off a win over Marcelo Rojo in his last fight. Jourdain's starting to get priced as a heavy favorite in some of his fights. Julian Erosa, he got starched, I want to say, by Su Wong Choi back in June. I think the 150-pound catchweight favors Jourdain, or favors Erosa in this fight. So that will be who my play is on. Well, not play, I'm not betting it, but the odds are currently Jourdain minus 180, or minus 185 for minus 180 for Jourdain, and plus 150 for Arosa. I think the value is clearly on Arosa, man. We've seen Jourdain get cracked. Jourdain can crack too, but I'm gonna go with Arosa here, man. That guy's a fucking dog. Next up, Jonathan Martinez against Marcelo Rojo. Martinez got starched by Davey Grant in his last fight. Rojo, I think, got starched by Jourdain, as we saw. So, and that was up a weight class for him. So, I'm going to pick Martinez here, man. I think Martinez has a little bit more hype. I'm going to take Martinez by decision, no confidence, man. Next up in the women's flyweight division, Mandy Boehm, German fighter, going up against Ariane Lipski. So Boehm's only 7-0, has fought in Bellator, hasn't fought in no big promotions. Going up against Ariane Lipski, she's shown herself. Yeah, she had that nice win over Carolina. When I actually had a bet on Luana Carolina too, but she's gotten exposed her last two fights, man. I'm gonna go with Mandy Boehm here. Hopefully there's a little more upside on this town. We know what we got with Lipski, even though she's training at American Top Team now, or was. I'm gonna go with Boehm here by decision. Daichi Ngambula against Marc-Andre Barriault. I'm gonna go with Barriault here. I think he's training down in Florida now. A nice win over Abu Aizatar, his last fight. And he's going up against Daichi Ngambula, who's coming off a nice win over Marcus Perez. But Marcus Perez has shown he's not UFC talent. No surprise there. So he's 36. Barriault's in his 30s too, I want to believe. I'm going to go with Barriault here by decision. No confidence in this pick. Let's see what the odds currently are. Barriault to minus 145. I wouldn't touch it. But yeah, my pick's going to be Barriault by decision. Next up, Ji-Yeon Kim against Molly McCann. Molly McCann's really disappointed in her last few fights, man. She's on a 2-fight skid. Lost to Laura Procopio and Talio Santos. Got out-grappled in both those fights, just manhandled. Going against Ji-Yeon Kim. We lost to Alexa Grasso, no shame in that. I'm gonna go with Kim here, man. I don't know what to trust about McCain anymore. I wouldn't touch this fight. I think it's a pick'em fight. I'm gonna go with Kim here by decision. David Zawada against short notice opponent Alex Morono. Again, David Zawada has really shown us what he's got. Lost to Emiyu his last fight back in January. Beat Abubakar Nurmagomedov, which is a good win in the fight prior. Alex Morono, man, just destroyed Donald Cerrone his last fight. Lost to Anthony Pettis, who put up a good fight. We'll go with Morono here, man. Just even on short notice, I think he's just good enough to beat Zawada. Next up, Luigi Vendramini against Paddy Pimplet. I'm not a big believer in Paddy Pimplet. I don't think he's UFC caliber. I think he's getting the push because he's from the UK and they were looking for upcoming UK guys. But Vendramini ain't no pushover, man. I'm glad to see the guy more active lately. He lost a tough fight to Ross ZM his last fight. No shame in that. Nice win over Justin Iari at the fight prior to that. And so I'm glad to see him being more active. Pimplet, he's from the Cage Warriors promotion. Used to be a featherweight guy, moved up to lightweight, but I don't think the UFC is going to be that kind of one, man. I think the UFC might try to feed him the easier side of the lightweight division at first, but I'm going to pick Vendramini here by decision. So that's my pick. Khalil Roundtree against Modestas Bukauskas. I'm going to pick Bukauskas here by decision. I could see him also getting a first-round knockout. Khalil Roundtree, man, he's wanted to retire from the sport. He wants out. You know, he's had some great knockouts on his run, man. But yeah, he was a huge favorite. Lost to Marcin Prociano in his last fight. Which he was a big favorite in. Bukauskas, he's got a weak chin. He's coming off a loss to Michael Alajacek and lost to Jimmy Crute before that. No shame in those losses, man. But I'm going to go with Bukauskas here by decision. But I can also see him getting a first-round knockout. Tom Aspinall against Sir Sergey Spivak. And, man, great fight, man. I hate to see these two contenders facing off against each other, man. Tom Aspinall, man, he's really proven all the hype. And, I mean, he's 3-0 in the UFC. Beat Jay Collier, Alan Boudet, and Andrei Arlovsky, man. Great wins on his record. Sergey Spivak, man, he's done very well lately. Beat Olenek in his last fight. Beat Jared Vandera. Beat Felipe. Lost to Tybura before that. Beat Tuivasa. I mean, this guy, man, he's gonna be around too, man. Both these guys are gonna be around for a while in the UFC heavyweight division. They're gonna eventually push all the old guard out, and these guys are gonna be sitting firmly in the top 10 for a while, I believe. And I'm gonna go with Tom Aspinall, my first round knockout. But man, if this thing stretches outside of the first, I could see Spivak picking up a decision, man. But this is a UK card taking place in Vegas. It was originally intended for the UK, so that's why you see a lot of UK guys on this fight. They're trying to hype the UK, get wins for the UK fighters. Spivak took this fight literally 2 days ago. Hey, he could be ready to fight, could come in and pull the upset, man. But I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall here by first-round knockout. But this thing stretches outside the first. Don't be surprised to see Spivak running rounds 2 and 3 and picking up a win. Derek Brunson against Darren Till in the main event. A lot of disrespect towards Derek Brunson, man. Yeah, pick 'em odds. I would favor Darren Till. But the fights aren't pick 'em anymore. I mean, bookmaker has Darren Till at over minus 200 odds. And the return on Brunson at plus 160. And to me, that's a lot of disrespect towards Brunson. And it's not the bookmaker's fault. It's the public that's betting the odds. Darren Till, he's got a way of letting everybody down, man. Yeah, he's picking up some nice ones. But this fight opened minus 140 of 5 dimes. Shorts Till, plus 110 towards Brunson. The odds makers are telling you it's supposed to be a close fight. Slight lean towards Till, which I'll probably agree with, but right now the odds are just inflated. And I'm actually going to pick Derek Brunson for the upset here, man. I think Derek Brunson can control the fight. If he can control Till, maybe he could possibly hurt Till standing. I don't necessarily see it, but if he can just wear Till down, get Till, you know, maybe lose the first round, but eventually just get Till down and just control him. And just sap his power, man. Just sap everything from him, man. Till's going through a lot of legal stuff right now, or just controversial shit. That's kind of how the guy always is, man. He's up and down. I don't think the guy really wants to fight. I think he, you know, but what else is he gonna do in his life? I don't know. I'm gonna take Derek Brunson here. I won't be surprised if Derek Brunson loses the decision or gets starched as well. But the odds right now favor Derek Brunson. I can see him pulling the upset. He's hungry. He wants to fight. He's training. He's not controversial. And yeah, I'm gonna take Derek Brunson for the win. I have no bet on it yet. I have no bets on this card yet. Possibly before fight time I will have a bet, but I'm gonna take Derek Brunson here. Thanks for joining me, guys. These are my predictions for Brunson versus Till.